Capricorn, welcome to your reading today. Let's talk about you, Capricorn. Today we're going to do a general energy check-in. Let's check in with you, baby. Let's see what's going on, what's been going on, what's coming down the chute. Let's see what's being hidden, what you're not seeing, what they want you to see, or what Spirit wants to point out. And we have mending and observer. Okay. Maybe someone's watching you. Somebody's watching you. Now, that's totally not the song, but you know what I'm saying. But there could be an element here of healing, someone wanting to heal you, maybe wanting to work on something. Let's find out. Let's see what's going on. Capricorn, let's get into your reading today. Awesome. All right, Cappy. Let's see what's going on. Let's check in on the energy around you. Let's see what's going down, what you can expect, what you're dealing with. If this is your reading, let's get some cards on the table here. All right, we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. What's being hidden? What's Capricorn not seeing? Or what do you want to point out, Spirit Guides? What's being hidden? What you're not seeing? What they want to point out is the Ten of Wands. And advice or actions to take is the Moon. Well, hello. Well, there's a Ten of Cups. What's this? The Lovers. Wow. Okay, let's see what that is. That's making the choice to be happy, making the choice to focus on your happiness or to focus on your friends and family or to be at peace with something. Let's see. The Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles is the energy around you. That's what's going on. What is it? Whoa. We have the King of Swords in reverse. Whoa. Okay. There is a, whoa, Capricorn. Who this mofo here? King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, but if they're not an air sign, the King of Swords is someone who's harsh with their words. They're an asshole. This is my asshole card. This is I'm hurt. I want to make you hurt. I want to project my pain and my anger onto you because I feel shitty about myself card. There's an element where you're working on being single or independent here. So if this was a career, you had a dick boss and dick coworkers and you're just not dealing with it anymore. You're just really focused on building your own career, building your own finances, building your own business, looking for a new job. If this was a relationship for you, Capricorn, whether it's friendship or a lover or a family member, there was someone who's really harsh and it shocked you. It caught you off guard. Like you didn't really expect this from them. You didn't expect them to say this, right? You didn't anticipate that because the tower's there. And now you're focusing on being single. You're investing in yourself. You're not investing in this friendship, this connection, you're investing in yourself. So there is an element here where I feel the observer and the mending. We'll see how that plays out, but right now, I feel like it's you working on yourself, working on your career, working on your finances, working on your personal relationships, which however it applies. There's an element where there was a real asshole here that put you in a situation where you need to leave that, or you're trying to leave that. Some of you might not be out of that yet, right? Let's say it's business. They were totally critical of you. You're working on something here, but you haven't quite left yet. If it's let's say it's, you've been married for 20 years, your husband or your wife just did something that was crossing the line. Maybe you haven't left yet, but you're working on it. So there's an element here where however it applies, if this is your reading, you're really investing in yourself right now, really focusing on you, Capricorn, and your goals, your aspirations. And it's because someone kind of forced you to do that, I'm going to say. They put a little fire under your ass and they forced you to put yourself into that position. Okay, we'll see how that plays out. What your spirit guides, or what my spirit guides want to highlight here is the Ten of Wands. That's what you're not seeing, that's what's being hidden, or that's what they want you to see. Let's understand that. What you're saying there for Capricorn. Two of Wands is, the Two of Cups, excuse me. The Two of Cups is in reverse. Oh, Nelly. You're going to get an apology. That's what they want you to see. This person's going to, so the observer and the mending is this person wanting to rectify, make right, and apologize for what they did. There's your apology. There's you like, what the mother of God do I do with this? And there's you taking a moment to think about that. Unsure, that's what I felt, like unsure of that reaction. You want to say that to me and then come back and apologize and think I'll just be like, hunky-dory, let's sing kumbaya and kiss and make up. That ain't reality here, Capricorn. Whatever they did, that's not a reality here. But what's being hidden and what your spirit guides want you to know is you are going to hear from this person. They're going to, however it applies, they're going to want to apologize, make it up to you, rectify the situation. They're going to want to move forward and they're lying. What are they lying about? The strength and the sun. They're lying to you about something, about what makes you happy. They're coming back lying to you, but wanting to, oh my God, they're saying what you want. They're saying what they think how do I say that? They're saying what they think you want to hear. They are not being honest, Capricorn. So be aware of that. Trust your intuition, trust your spidey sense. It's like, you know, you're working at this company, they didn't give you the promotion, but they don't want you to leave because you're good at what you do. But they'll have a meeting. Listen, the next time the job comes up, we're going to give it to you for sure. We'll give you a 20% raise. Like, you know, just stick around for the next. They're lying to you, right? If this King of Swords in reverse was your husband or your wife, they cheated on you. They're telling you they'll never do it again. They're lying to you. So this person's going to come through. They're going to be saying whatever it is that you want to hear, and they are not being honest with you, Capricorn. So trust your gut, trust your intuition when I'm saying that, because that's what they want you to know. Your actions to take or advice here is the Moon. All right, let's under the Two of Swords. Okay, let's understand that just a little bit better. What does it all mean? What is that? Excuse me, the Hierophant. Capricorn, this is a really tough reading. So the advice is to know that this person's lying, which tells me that when they reach out and apologize, or when they say whatever they're going to say, it is something that you're going to want to forgive them for. And I'm all for forgiveness. But if the person has no intention of changing and they're just going to do the same thing, they're just a manipulator, they're just a liar. That's the situation here, is this is just a manipulator and this is just a liar. The advice is to really think about this and contemplate the path that you want. Whatever it was that happened, it will not change. So you need to decide if that's what you want. But they don't want you jumping right back into this friendship, connection, relationship, you know, this career type of energy, if it's business, which it could be, you know, without realizing that it's not going to change. So that's the advice, is to realize that it's not going to change. So is this what you want for the rest of your life? Because if you do, that's cool. You're going to continue to go through that. It will not change. If you want something different, if you want something better, it's definitely better to invest in yourself and your future, because that person is only saying what they know you want to hear. They will not actually change their actions or their behaviors. And they want you to see that, the Wheel of Fortune. And you know, that's hard. That's going to hurt. You know, that's going to create more challenges. It's going to make things more difficult. And I know that's hard, but that's the advice, Capricorn. That's tough. Okay. What we're going to do is grab an oracle or 2 or 3 or 4, and we'll see what they want to say, and then we'll jump back into the tarot. Oh, we'll do a potential outcome. Right now it's mid-March 2026. We'll go to mid-April 2026. We'll see how you're doing. We'll see what you decide, and we'll see how things are playing out for you. So what does Capricorn need to surrender to here? Your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in. So compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. And let's get the spirit animal message. What's the spirit animal message for Capricorn? What is the... All right, we have the cat. Independence. I'm hearing Kelly Clarkson's Miss Independent. And then I'm hearing Neo's Miss Independent. There's all kinds of Miss Independent songs, but okay. Cat. Independence. So you're being encouraged to develop a balance between independence and time of togetherness. This also indicates that you would greatly benefit from a profound journey of self-discovery. Learn to enjoy time spent with yourself. Got a little peacock, a little self-love here, Capricorn. You will find great power in focusing on the power aspects of yourself. So, on the positive aspects of yourself, that which make you indefinitely unique and beautiful. There are deep wells of untapped inner power in letting go of negative self-talk. All right, yeah, let's get the Akashic Record and we'll jump back into the tarot. What's the Akashic Record message, baby? What you want to say to Capricorn? Connections. So how do you move forward towards your life's true calling? You do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going, so follow your interest, and if it's piqued by something, following these routes will help you to discover your life's purpose. All right. Well, Cape, and sometimes these difficult situations help us to discover that. That's what helps us to get to know ourselves and to get to know other people better as well. All right, let's do it. Let's get to it. Let's get your potential outcome. Now, Capricorn, when I say potential, there is always free will. You're going to make the decisions you're going to make. And when I say outcome, let's see where you are in a month. Let's go to the middle of April. Let's see what's going on, what's going down. Let's see how you're going to feel about it. Let's talk about you. We have the 2 of Wands is in reverse. Okay. Let's see what's on the other side of that Two of Wands. What's on the other side? The Six of Cups is in reverse. Okay. Awkward Dark is smoky. What's on the other side of that? Cards are coming one by one. Hurrah! Hurrah! We have the Seven of Cups. Okay, okay. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. There's a little bit of, okay. The Tower, yeah. And the Three of Swords. What's on the, ooh, the Emperor. So Capricorn, there's a little bit of confusion. You know, the Page of Swords in reverse, the Six of Cups in reverse, the Two of Wands in reverse is like an element of things not going as planned and you don't know why. You don't know why this is happening. You don't know why this is going on. You don't know what's happening. This is a very much, you might feel like you're hitting rock bottom. You might feel like you don't understand why this is happening to you. Like, why is this happening to me? Why is this going on? What's going on? This isn't what I wanted. This isn't how I wanted things to go. What do you want to say about the Three of Swords? Because the Three of Swords, oh, there's the Emperor again. Okay, what did I miss? What am I not getting about that message? Tower. Capricorn, I understand. Oh, shit. Okay. Fuck. Okay, this is definitely a warning reading. When this person apologized, right? Career, friendship, relationship, you did take them back. You took them for face value. You took what they said, and they didn't change. They're the Emperor here. The Emperor does not change. And I had said that before. They didn't change. Whatever it was, like let's say they're verbally abusive, they get drunk, they just say all this stupid shit. The first night home, you guys are living together, you're eating dinner, and having some wine with dinner, boom, they start berating you. If it's a career, you know, something happened here in the career front, you didn't get the job, nothing changed. And so you're pissed off because, well, you believed them. And now you're realizing this is not going to change. So they, you know, before it was this little nudge, and now it's just like a fucking push off the mountain here. You got pushed off the cliff, Capricorn, to see. They're not going to change. So they're a liar. The Page of Swords is in reverse, they're a liar. You don't understand why they're lying. And, you know, a lot of the times it's because they want something from you, right? You got something they want. You're a good employee, you're great at your job, you're you know, a good partner, you know, whatever it is, you have something that they want. And so they want you around, they just don't want to give you what you want. And that's really what it is, they're just selfish. So this is, the Three of Swords in this deck is a self-sabotage Three of Swords because she's hurting herself with the decision that she's making. And the decision that's hurting herself is trusting this person and listening to the words and understanding. Actions speak louder, Capricorn. I do feel this is the final straw. That is, as I'm saying that, this is the final straw, but you do take them back and then nothing changes, the exact same shit happens, and that is the, like, the fuck you, have a nice day energy, Capricorn. There's no going back now. And I do feel you're frustrated, you don't understand, and like I said, a lot of times it's because you feel really betrayed. It's not personal, right, Capricorn? They want you to see that, and what's on the, yeah, but there's the Five of Cups, so like I said, however it applies, they do that because you have something that they want and they don't want to change, they don't want to give you what you want, so it's not about you, it's about them. But in a month I see you really hurt, I see you finally letting go, accepting this, and that was the theme of this reading, is to make the decision to accept this, because unfortunately we can't change other people, whoever this person is, however it's applying. They're not going to change, they don't change, and you do realize that in a month from now, and I see you moving forward, and some of you are going to be moving, like the Six of Swords and the Tower, yeah, you're letting it go. See, there's the Eight of Cups, which tells us that you're very invested in this, right? This career, this friendship, this job, this relationship. You're very invested, Capricorn. Some of you are going to move. The Six of Swords and the Tower is literal movement. Changing your houses, you're changing your jobs, you're changing your physical location. You're not living where you're living right now. But if for others of you, this is just moving forward. You're going to start a new job, start a new career, you're just going to be single. But you're not going to allow yourself to get hurt over this person's actions anymore, and you realizing you don't like it, you don't understand, but you're realizing they're not going to change, Cappy. Right, Capricorn, that's what I got, and that's what the energy is around you right now. So Capricorn, I do hope you at least resonated with your reading. Sorry we're dealing with this mofo, but once we realize that and once we can let it go, that's when we'll get the special, you know, treat a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. That's when we'll get to the Ten of Cups. So Capricorn, let's close your reading off today with your yes or no question. Yes or no? What's the answer for a Capricorn? The answer is the outlook does not look good. Okay, Cappy, I truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.